Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I came live, and going live is kind of hard for me because sometimes I'm like, who is going to listen to me? Who is going to listen to what I have to say? And um, I just finished my PhD. I became a doctor like 2 months ago. I live in Sweden with my family. I have two children, and I have been living in Sweden for like the past 8 years. And almost 7 years has been studying. 1 year was working. And so I've been studying and studying and studying. And when I finished school, like after all the studies and all the education I had, it was like now I have some kind of freedom to do so many things. And whilst I was studying, I saw so many trends on social media. I saw AI trends. I saw educational trends where the job sector is going. And I was so much interested in doing everything. I wanted to finish quickly and come and try all of them because I had a deadline. I couldn't just do other things whilst I was studying, otherwise, I wouldn't be able to study. Hey, quick move, how are you? So, when I finished school, when I started uh, living as an unemployed doctor, then it was like another kind of freedom that I had to try many things. So from the time I finished school till now, I haven't really had rest. But whilst I was studying, I was like, I can't wait to finish. When I finish, I'm going to rest. I'm going to take 6 months vacation. But all the vacation turned into studying. I went deep into AI to understand how to use AI for content creation. Because I was like, "Ah, this all that AI content creation that people are doing, I can do it. Why how difficult is it? And because I have a computer science background, doing AI is not really difficult for me to do. I mean, AI content creation, I'm not talking about machine learning and data science. No, I didn't really go into that. So I started using AI to create content. In fact, my last video in on this channel, I used AI to create it because I just wanted to try AI. I just wanted to try everything that I have missed. Hi, Sam Anderson. How are you? Yes, so and hi, Simply, and hi, Sha. Thanks for stopping by and listening. So when I finished school, when I became a doctor, it was like a whole new world has opened to me. It's like I wanted to do everything. I went back into web development because I used to design websites when I was in Ghana. In fact, that was my business. I had my own company that was designing websites for people. So I went into website designing. I went into UI development. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So I was so much enjoying everything that was happening and applying to jobs. And then when I apply to jobs, I don't know what to do. When someone asks me, so what kind of jobs are you looking at? I'm short of words because I'm like, I can do website designing, I can do content creation, I can do video editing, I can also teach at the university. I've done information systems, I've done circular economy, I can do sustainable development stuff. Like I can do product management, I can do many things. So uh, that makes me like a jack of all trades, right? And no one seems to have anywhere to put you because you can do many things. You need to specialize in something. And so I started thinking that what should I do? The world, the whole world is putting everybody in one particular box. Everybody has to stay in their lane. It's like if you are into computer science, choose one area. If you're into management, choose one area. Whatever you are doing, the world wants you to choose a niche in order for you to be placed in a particular category, right? And it's important in a way for you to stay focused. But many people have many talents. And I didn't realize how difficult it was to just choose one area in order to be employed or in order to be employable. Um, until now, because now I need to choose one area. And what makes it even more difficult is that I'm in Sweden, I'm in a country where um, whatever I have learned through my education, apart from if I was like a guru in IT, I still need to learn a language in addition to what I have learned in school. And imagine me, I'm 40 years now, learning Swedish again, like learning a new language. That makes it even more complicated for me. And I, I'm having to decide that it's either I learn Swedish or nothing. Like if I don't learn the language, I'll not be able to get where I want to get to in the Swedish community. If you get what I mean. Okay, I'm from Ghana. Someone is asking where I'm from Ghana. And after all my education and everything that I have studied, I was originally a computer scientist, or I used to develop websites. I used to develop software and front end and back end, like a full stack development. And my strength was in the front end, so I used JavaScript and to be able to manipulate CSS in the front end, and I also use JavaScript to collect data from the back end. So I understand a lot of software development, or web application development to be precise. And I realized that I didn't want to continue doing hardcore programming for the rest of my life. Hi everyone. I didn't want to do hardcore development for the rest of my life. So I decided to go into management, and that's why I took the PhD in technology management and economics. So I stepped away from hardcore development into management, and it was a huge learning curve for me. Me being a developer, only in writing code and being in the trend and in the top of my game, having to put it aside and understand how organizations plan and transform digital transformation, and how they have to go through different steps and kind of organizational change when a new software is introduced, or when they want to um, use a certain software, and how or when a new software comes, if a new software is introduced into the company, how it changes the whole organizational structure. It changes some professions become obsolete, and others begin to start working together. So I learned about the management of technology, right? and then also transitioning to sustainable development using technology as well. Okay, let me not talk too much about what I did, but what I want to say is that I made a big change from my computer science background to management of technology, putting all my technical skills and all my hardcore technical skills aside and focusing on management. So I had to learn different theories that I had never used before. I have to learn different theories that I have. Sam Anderson is saying he's in Sweden. You can speak Swedish? Okay, I can't speak Swedish. I'm also live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. And hey, so so when so now I have made a big shift into the management field. So that means that I would be able to be a manager, but I have no experience. That's why I am now. I have no like industry experience, but I have had so much experience in the academic side, and I have worked with companies whilst I was studying. So I kind of have an experience, but it's not an experience that I can put on paper, right? Then another complexity comes. I need to study Swedish. I need to be like kind of fluent to be able to make to be a manager, to be able to have a discussion, to be able to have a conversation. If you are a manager, you'll be dealing with people, so your Swedish has to be on point, right? And that makes things even more complicated for me. Um, so whilst I finish school, now I'm rambling. So whilst I'll finish, and I know some Anderson, yeah. Can you follow the story, because now it looks like um I'm losing everybody. So now, after a while, I sat down and thought to myself, why why am I learning many things? Why am I learning many things when the most important for me to do now is to improve my Swedish language? I don't like it. I don't like that I have to learn a language to be able to fit in the society. I don't like it that I need to um, learn a new language to fit in the society or to get a very good pay. But if I'm going to live in Sweden, if I'm going to stay in Sweden, to be able to integrate, to have conversations with Swedes, then the language is important, right? I have to take my time and study it. I'm in the Swedish for Immigrants school. I'm at the D level, so I need to really sit down carefully. I don't know if anybody is in this situation, that it gets to a point in time, you just speak to yourself. You just realize that you are messing up. You need to make a decision now and stick by it to the end. There's a point in time you realize that there's so much noise, everybody pulling you here and there. Why don't you try this? Why don't you do that? TikTok telling you go live to talk about what. Facebook is telling you to go live. There's everybody is telling you that is you can make money on YouTube, you can make money on Facebook, you can make money on TikTok. Grow your channel, like, watch, comment, and all these things keep pulling you, and it can make you lose focus on your purpose or your plan. So I'm at a point where I'm having to make a choice, make a decision, make a hard decision that is enough running around. It's enough listening or responding to every call that comes. That's, oh, have you heard this? This is a new trend. Hey, have you heard this? You should learn this. There are so many voices pulling you here and there and stopping you from moving forward and stopping you from staying focused. You know, there was one thing that my father told me that I always remember, that sometimes when we start schooling, in the beginning, everybody will like school. Then somebody gets a job on the side and start making so much money, and the person drops out from school. And then you may be tempted to also stop schooling and go. But if you stay focused and finish school and get your certificates, you'll be able to land a job that is well paid than somebody who dropped out of school in the middle and doesn't have like the certificate but is still running around doing job on the side to be able to get money. So sometimes you should not be looking at what other people are doing, but stay focused on your lane. That I decided that I'm going to learn this for 3 years. I stay focused, I do it, I get my certificate. Otherwise, you will not have any strong certificate. You just do this job a little, stop and do another job a little, and then you still don't have any paper to prove that this is exactly your your qualification to be able to be employed. But however, I know that some people, they are special case. There are special case people who still make it even though they don't go through the formal education. But most importantly, everybody must focus on what you want to do. And I think that I'm at the level where I am giving myself this advice. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. So I think that we should, wherever you are, is a sign to yourself that what do I want to do? What would help me to get to my next stage, and cut out all the noise. Cut out all the noise. Right now, I have the last opportunity to study Swedish to a level where I can really communicate and land any job role that I want. And I was being distracted by learning AI, learning data analytics. I still love the data analytics, the data visualization, and I think that I'll do it as a hobby on the side. But my most important thing now is to study Swedish to the end. And I have some business ideas, and I'm co-founding a company with my husband. And I'll build the websites on the side, but my main focus is to study Swedish um to the end. I am from Ghana. Someone is asking where am I from? I'm from Ghana. Um and I'm living in Sweden. I just became a doctor. Yeah. So this is just a stage that I am in now. That's I'm advising myself. So maybe it goes for you. It goes for you who is listening to me, that where do you want to go to? What can help you to get to your next stage? And what can you do to make sure that you are focused and you are going to stay there until the end of it? If you need to take a course, stick to it and take the course to the end to be able to get to your next level. If you need to save money, stick to it. If you want to buy a house, if you want to buy a machine, whatever you need to do to get to your next stage, stick to the plan and get there. Any other thing is a noise. Don't let anything to distract you. And there's so much noise on the internet. There's so much pull, all sort of online businesses, and few of them actually work. But if that's your path, stick to it and make sure you get there. Don't let anything distract you. So that's something that I just wanted to I just wanted to stop by and tell you. And if you have any questions for me, I'm going to be here for a little, maybe 10 minutes. I've seen many of my friends here on YouTube, and I've seen my friends also on TikTok. And yeah, I was so much concentrating on what I'm saying, so I didn't say hi to you. But yeah, I'm grateful that you stopped by and talked to me. And I have created this channel to be able to encourage people to who are studying and working. Sam Anderson is back. Okay, also from Sweden. Okay. Yeah. So I created this channel when I came to Sweden, because I couldn't find so much information about studying and working abroad, and especially from Sweden. So I decided to create this channel to help people to get information, and from time to time other information like getting internships, getting jobs, if I get any job role that I think that those living in Sweden, especially immigrants, English speaking jobs. Samantha, and today you are my biggest fan. So I that's so my channel, I talk about these things, about studies, about work, and let's see how where it goes. Maybe I will share more. And sometimes it's difficult because I find so many things that I could share, but sometimes it's difficult to package it in a way that is important. So in the way that will be beneficial for you. So I'm going to still try, and any information that is helpful. Like recently I shared an information about how to get internships if you are an English speaker and you are living in Sweden. The Abet for Midland, the job center, it has created a platform where English speakers could get an internship that will land them into a well-paid job, because it's just hard to get a job. Some jobs, not all the jobs, but some jobs you need to speak Swedish fluently. And imagine old people like us who are now learning Swedish. Okay, someone is asking, what advice would I give to a master's degree student in Sweden from Niger? Learn the Swedish language. It depends on your what the job you are the kind of masters you are studying. Um and you have to be very um proactive to contact the companies who are working with people within your field. I don't know which field are you in. Um Kumafatek. Which field are you in? You have to be very proactive in the kind of companies you want to work with. If you're not able to learn, if you're not able to study Swedish. Hey, Selassie, how are you? So if you know you will not be able to study the Swedish very well, you have to start contacting the companies that are in your area. You're working in the area of maritime. Yeah, there are so many companies working, there are so many organizations in the maritime industry. So you have to be very proactive about start looking into the industry to see which companies that you may want to fit in. If you are doing a master's, try which year are you in? Um you do your thesis. So try, if it's possible, choose a topic approach them to see if they have some master's thesis topics for you. And if you apply to them, you can get a thesis that is in the industry, and then you can work with them for 6 months for the time you are doing your thesis, and get it on your CV. And most people who do thesis for these companies, in the end they get a job, or it's easy for them to get a job because you work with them during your thesis period. So look for thesis projects in companies that you're interested in working with. Whilst you're a student, you still have to apply and get it. So that's the advice I will give you. And be networking. If there are any job fairs, you try and get there. And everybody, if you are in Sweden, if you are a student, most of the companies are advertising their graduates trainee programs around this time. Tetra Pak, Tetra Pak's graduate trainee programs ended on Friday, I think. But now I've seen that Swedbank is also advertising trainee programs. So start looking out for trainee programs around this time. Right now, if you are not going to finish this year, then it's too early. But I know many companies will start advertising graduate trainee programs from this year, so that they would get all their trainees for either August or next August. So think about that. Sam Anderson, you are 80. Okay. So any question, if you are studying in Sweden, or if you are working in Sweden, do you have any question for me? Hi. Honey's hi. Thanks for all the likes, and thanks for watching and listening to me. I'm still waiting. If you have any question, I am ready to answer you. If you have any question, internship possibilities. The next internships. Okay, no worries, Sam Anderson. See you another time. The internship opportunities. Sometimes you can reach out to the companies directly, but there's job sprongettes. I don't know if I can type it in the chat, or just go to the. I have a recent video on the channel. Just go to there's a recent video on the channel. The deadline was 16th January. It has passed, but another one will open in August. Another one will open in August that you can apply to if you are interested in getting English speaking internship opportunities. But I think that if you want an internship opportunity, you can directly apply to the companies. You should do it spontaneously. Don't wait for them to even post anything. If you see a company that you're interested in, write a nice cover letter, send your CV, and let them know that you want to um, do your internship with them. Maybe summer internship. They are really open to add that, because most of the time during the summer they are on vacation. So if you are there to work during the summer, they'll be happy to receive you. So look into companies that are within your field, send in your application, and let them know you are available. And when any opportunity opens, they would remember you. So how many of you are in Europe? How many of you watching me are in Europe? Um, Sometimes it's good to know, so that I know who are my audience, where they are living from. Bye, Anderson. Bye, Sam Anderson. Yeah. So thank you all for being here. Oh, a cover letter is just your personal letter that you will send to your company to say that, hi, I am applying for this job and I have this and that experience, and then just tell them that you are interested in working with them. These are the things you can do, and tell them that, yeah, it's just a personal letter you write. Cover letter is the same as a personal letter or a motivational letter. Hello, Spiel Emmets. Yeah. So I just now I'm going to go over my Swedish. I have some things I need to learn here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, or is it's turned upside down? Or it's turned like in a mirror form so you cannot see it well. Okay, you just came here. Oh, okay. I was just sharing about I was just sharing about staying focused. Spiel means gaming. Nice haircut. Is it a haircut? I braided it myself. It's my hair. It's hard to get like a like you can get hard to get braiders. There are braiders here, but they are very expensive. And sometimes I want to take care of my own hair, so I braided it myself. Thank you. Someone says he likes my haircuts. It's the hairstyle. Yeah. So I just wanted to stop by and tell you the kind of stage that I'm in, that I am having to speak to myself to stay focused. My focus now is to study Swedish to a good level. Jag måste lära mig svenska så jag kan prata med andra och få bra jobb. Tack, tack för att du gillar mig. Tack så mycket. So yeah, at 40 years old, I'm learning a new language, and this is a sign that you can also do it wherever you are. You can do it. Mhm. So have a great time, and I wish you all the best. And wherever you are, stay focused and be good, be amazing. Bye. Hey, Duo.